Hello and welcome. Right, this is the catch-up session. So what did we do? Well, it's my favourite time of the year, the winter, when you've done all of your hard work and you can, watch Netflix through the winter and all the rest of it. Well, we bought and sold a lot. A lot has changed, actually. We have relinquished one field and we've bought another field because it sort of benefits the farm. So we bought the Bredel. I have not done anything with it yet. We also bought this beautiful fence and we've got it all repaired and all. We also bought this Samaz, which is the one that actually does the windrowing, which is amazing. Yeah, because strangely enough, the windrow I was talking about a few sessions back is that very windrow. I don't like it. It's my least favourite windrower because it does that thing where it pushes to the right and you've got no option with this one. We also bought this Farm Tech 28 cubic metre. I think these have got hitches at the back. Yeah, they have. Yeah, so we bought this as well, which is amazing. So we've got 2 trailers now. Still got the Anna Burger, and we could have sold another Anna Burger. But I also realised I did miss a trick because I could have bought the Samsung last time and I didn't. So I'm annoyed about that. So what did we do? Well, we relinquished field 9, which you can see the farmer's been very busy and already planted oats. Obviously this was our free field, which Oxygen David very kindly gave us. But you can see that we now own field 10, and our Fent GTA is busy, almost, I would say, about finishing. Should say. I would say it's very close to. I mean. Oh, please don't tell me Mr. Smith strikes again. With his uncanny knack of like just jumping in like on the last row or... Let's have a look. Oh my life. Oh no, he needs to be refilled. Let's have a look. How close were you to actually finishing? See all. Oh no, a bit more than you think actually. Let's just have a quick look. Oh yeah, actually there's quite a lot of... Yeah, no, Mr. Smith didn't strike again, not this time. Now then, that is true. I just had a thought. If we're here... Oh, yeah, we're going to have to remember that that's where we are. We obviously... This is going to be... We also get... Yeah, I'm sorry, I'm not thinking about 10 different things. We bought this field, which also comes with this field here at the bottom. And that's what really made me think, well, that's a really good idea because... It's about as big as that one there, and that's free land. It's a bit hilly. I remember that field from before. I think you could buy it, but we get that with field 10. So I thought, well, you could do the farm, but it's fairly flattish at the bottom, and it like flattish over this end here. And the top of the hill is reasonable. It's just the middle where it all runs down. So that's not possible. But now we've made that into a wheat field. I thought it's probably not a bad idea to like have the farm over here. I built a nice sign, but it needs a little bit of work. It's brilliant, but I'm very pleased with it. So we have just about weeded. Let's have a look how that actually looks on the at least 2 or 3 bits. Let's just, if this is the farmyard, and we're going to be doing work down here. The other thing is, I'm thinking, if we are down here, how much is... I don't think it's too expensive to buy the animal place here. No, that's not the right one, Mr. Smith. Yeah, I'm sure. And I think if you buy 36, you get the whole... It's 100,000. I'm thinking it's not, because you also get all that little farmyard, which Oxygen David has now fixed. So we could buy that and put the BI Industries version down, which is also bigger, because it's not, obviously there's not many cows that you can have on that one. What I'm thinking is this is going to be the edge of our domain. We're likely to buy field 11, and obviously we go through the gate. So we could sort of stick one of the field points. I was going to say one of the Metanas, but it's not. It's a BI Industries. It is. There's no Omatana that did this at all. This is a BI Industries special. I was quite pleased with this. It didn't take me too long to... Yeah, this here is my sign. It's a little bit too high. and it does something weird, but it's quite nice. So as we're moving down this end, we should probably move the sign. I'm going to fix that for next session. But we want its container, I think. Yeah, we are going to go for the slightly dearer one because you get a better bonus. I've got a very, very reasonable one. It is very good, but this one's slightly better. So you pay a little bit more at the beginning, but it's well worth paying that extra. Right, I'm going to B-mode it. I think that's probably, if we just do that like that, then it goes sort of best of both worlds. Brilliant. Yeah, that's another one. I need to change that as well. The same again. It was a much bigger... It was a proper silo, a bigger silo, and obviously I've... may as well do the diesel at the same time. Ooh, I thought I'd not quite filled it. We might nearly have done that, actually. Oh, it's only 200 litres, so... Let's set this going, and then, yeah... don't know that we can afford the animals just yet, but really it would be useful. I've got to be honest, the dairy is absolutely fantastic. Now though, you can't see really what we've done, can we? Yeah, because it'll just spray. I mean, anywhere, so it doesn't particularly care. Let's have a look. I think I would say if we go on this one, mind you, we should be able to see. Yeah, I was going to say, well, I can't see this, but I can. We could sort of see. No, it is that one, next one across. Actually, it's the AWP. I know we were on an AWP. It really does struggle. Yeah, so we've got a field of canola, which this will help us. Obviously, we missed the canola window. I was going to do sunflowers, but we can now do our business of the diesel, the biodiesel. So set you going nearest and go. And we, yeah, that's really it. I was going to say, I'm not belabouring it. We obviously did all of that. We've done all that. We didn't do any stones, but yeah, the only bad thing is I've still not got around to adjusting the hay recipe. It's really ticking up very slowly. It's terrible amount, so I've got to tweak that. It really should be an awful lot higher. It should have done all of that by now. So we've still got an awful lot of grass in because it's so terribly slow. Yeah. So, but you can see it's sort of slightly ticking up. So that will be bigger. We could, of course, make TMR. I mean, that is one of the recipes in here. But obviously what we're trying to do is the mineral feed, which we need our... wheat for. I was going to say, Gordon Bennett. My brain is so tired. I am really tired. So I am thinking... Oh, of course. I'd forgotten that we got those as well. Yeah, we got them from Oxygen David. I'd forgotten that we'd left these down here. So, do we buy that now? Let's save the game. Let's save the game now. I like to save these sort of bits of session for, like, now. Let's do a bit of... Let's save it. This may or may not happen. What we're going to do is we are going to buy that... And this may or may not happen. Yeah, we're just going to see what we can... Oh, wow. See what would happen if we put the BI Industries version in. And I know you could sell it. I can't... Oh, I do love the realism of that. It is really... attention to detail of Oxygen David is just phenomenal. So how many animals could we actually have? I think it is around here. No, let's switch the zone markers on. Let's not rush this. Let's take our time. Try to zone markers on. Can't remember how many. Oh, well, could talk about close. 50. Yeah, it's just a little bit. Probably very realistic, although the pasture could do quite a lot. So, are we still allowed to sell this? Can we swap it for the BI Industries one? We can, for nothing. Yeah, no, I would even if like we're not going to follow through with this, Oxygen David's done the same as Cavalier Roy. He's not making it easy for you to like come in and actually make cash from selling things, which in real life you could really strip assets. Now, has he got rid of that? He has. He's done the... Yeah, we had floaty brown stuff, so... So this really also will make an awful lot of space for the farmyard. Actually, probably better than the bit that we had before. I did love this area in Carmson before. So we've now got all of that. Yeah, that's true. That kind of thing I am going to allow that we do literally. I mean, to be honest, this area is well worth 100 grand just for that. We are going to keep those set of sheds over there, though. So really, we might not have to do that. We could actually cut that as a grass field. We might rip it up and remake it as a grass field. Wouldn't be a bad idea. So this, I'm going to literally give myself the cash for, because obviously it's the selling of this that's caused this for it to need to be leveled. So 182,700 and odd, you could say. Oh, I'm on the wrong one. Level, Mr. Smith, level. It does work strange. That cost an absolute fortune. Why is that? It's made a right mess. Wow. Not an absolute fortune, but so it's multi-leveled. That's what's really doing it. So I think we really need to smooth now to get that like down to reasonable. Now that pixelation, that used to do that on FS22 as well. So I'm not calling giants for that kind of. It's just wow, we've got this opportunity. Let's just level this or smooth it. So it really is pristine land. We are going to put the hours down, but I don't know that we can afford it now because of the fences. I will have to go mad with the fences. It's a shame, really, because obviously in real life you'd already got an enclosed area because of the way that the game is. You've got to pay for that again. I suppose you could actually give yourselves that back because it's... I would say, though, yeah, it's... it rules as king, so that was 108, just 10 grand. Really? Let's see me F12 kid. Yeah, BDSSB, I've got to be honest, has taught me an awful lot. A real good stuff for a modder to... Oh, that's 10,000. Fantastic. So 182,000. I will forget about the few little items. So this is... It has happened. Obviously, we've got 40 odd grand coming later on, so we could build... I suppose we could do the enclosure. We're not... Yeah, I mean... If we're doing grass as well on this field, which I would say is April, I would think next month, that should be like fully grown. So let's at least stick that down. We're going to give ourselves the... No, we'll stick to what we said. Yeah, it's if it rules as king, then yeah, so we want it. We could sort of do it like the opposite way that we did it last time. Sort of like... We want the... Yeah, what I really like, though, is the milk at this end. It makes more sense to me that we do that. Can we make it work, though, if we do the... Yeah, I'm not sure where the fence starts. So if we put it there, put that in B mode... I don't want it to stick out too much in that yard, because that yard is too useful to us, really. Again, this may or may not happen. I might have to redo this. We do want to customize. Yeah, oh good, it's on the right side. That is fantastic. So if we... do we want to go... Oh, yeah, I want to go as close... Make this as big as possible, because the bigger we make it, the more animals we get. So I'm quite happy. Do we need to get to that other side? We do. We need to make... Oh, that's a point. I've done it the wrong way. Right. Yeah, we're gonna sell it and redo it. Yeah, I do need to do it the other way actually. Yeah. Yes, we do want to cancel. No, we don't. We want to sell it immediately. Did we lose any cash? 188. Did we gain some cash from that? I think we did. That was new. Let's try that again then. So we need to do it the other way around. I think we were better. I think we got this right before, if I'm being totally truthful. So I think we're going to stick with exactly as we did before, or almost identical. But we're going to give ourselves a bit more room this time for the milk, because I did find we do want to customize. Yes. So we're going to go straight across there. And yeah, this is the only bad bit, because the bad thing is, of course, as well, you're cutting off the gate. I know we probably never need to go down here, but it's a bit bad. This is the bit where we need to start to come out a little. We do indeed want to plant a meadow. Fantastic. Oh, now the meadow is free. Well, amazing. So we put that down. We can't afford any animals. So let's fix this as well. Yeah, it needs a little bit. Now, the other good thing about this is it will assist us in the buying of animals, because it has got solar panels. So it really is quite amazing. It is. This is another one that I'm quite pleased with. It does not in any way, shape, or form resemble the Horman. Vaguely. Yeah, I mean, it is. There's a few little weirdnesses which I'm not too happy about, but apart from that, it's not. I'm quite pleased with it, really, overall. And it does look a bit scruffy, like it's supposed to, like reclaimed materials, which is the BI Industries hallmark. Have we actually? Can you see them floating? Yes, you can. We have to raise the earth on that bit. Yeah. So that's a bit of a shame. Let's go small. It's a shame, really, because it's a bit of messy. That is right where the milk is. Okay. I think the rest we can get away with. I think. Let's just have a quick look. I don't like leaving a mess. No, that is all right. It's a bit. It is what it is, but so we can get to that quite nicely. Let's open our main doors. Yeah, I'm quite pleased with this. It does. There's a few little tiny bits that are a little bit odd with the diffuse. Didn't quite work, but I like this. I quite like that. It looks quite futuristic. It's yeah, quite nice. There's a few bits. This bit here that it's sort of like wood, but again, you can have a wooden flooring lats instead of the metal that is usually here. It's overall, I'm quite pleased with it. It's a bit, yeah, and the ceiling as well is quite different to what it was before. So I mucked around with quite a few diffusers to actually, quite a few of the things to try to get the right kind of look off this. And I think we actually managed to do it. So we're down here. Oh, we've got a fuel tank as well. Yeah, let's do it. I can't remember this being here. Let's buy a bit of fuel. It will be a little bit because we're getting a bit we can go on, we'll do it. It's a bit dear really, but yeah, in comparison to what I could get it from the store is what I'm saying. Right, so the Fent has finished. This is a bit of a long sort of a chat, but to be honest, it is a session. So yeah, we've We're going to move. Obviously, this really now, it does make sense that it's more of a farmyard, and yet it's not the normal farmyard, but it does sort of give us quite a bit of like space, this bit here, where we can actually stick productions. I think we even own this bit here. We used to do anyway. Let's have a quick look. Let's have a look. No, not like that, like that. I'm not sure. Let's have a look. 36, right the way to there, and field 10. One tag. Yes, we do. We even own this little bit here, which is quite a bit of room here. So again, you could put something here with this production space on there, or we could put sheds there, or we could put sheds. I mean, this bit, there's bits of it that are flat that we could sort of put sheds at the top-ish. It's going to like cost us a bit, but and then the bottom we could, or we could completely just leave this as a grass field. That probably is a wiser thing to do. We may shift the self-sufficiency, because if this is going to be the main crux of the Let's Play, we might move that when it's all finished. Or we do we? No, we can have a production silo and we can push everything to it. That's the beauty of that. So it could be then that this is now going to be the area that we actually move to, rather than so field 17. It's a bit of a beast. 16, slightly less, I think. Yeah, that's not a bad one, because we're not too far away. Although it's a pharaoh trek to go all the way around there. So I think more like this, if I'm honest. Maybe the original field 5, 11, 6, maybe those 4 if we do that well. But animals definitely, I think, are the next thing on the agenda. Hence the fact that we've just spent a fortune on that. We actually checked the sales this month. Yeah, we did. The Rudolph was all that was left. So yeah, we're going to go. That's it. I'm going to leave it there. Yeah, obviously, I'd like you to see the session. Obviously, what we actually did to go through the winter, just to see that I didn't do any cheating or anything like that. It was a good old session. We've spent a fortune, but oh yeah, you can see actually see in the distance the self-sufficiency. Wow, it's a long way away. So, yeah, there we are. We do own a bigger field. We obviously relinquished. I don't think it's a lot bigger, actually, but you do get that free bit with it. So that's 8.94. It is quite a bit bigger, actually. But obviously, you also get all of that as well. So we've gained 2 fields, and obviously we've lost the grass, but we've now gained the grass back here. We'll cut it next month, but I think we'll also make it into a proper grass field rather than a meadow grass field, because it's definitely going to be better. So we've done all of the jobs that we have 100% fertilized, and we've got rid of all the weeds. So yeah, amazing. So yeah, all that remains to be said is I hope you enjoy the rest of the session. Back on Oakbridge Farm. I keep having to keep saying that because I'm so used to thinking this as a Calmsden. I really am. It is beautiful. I am still right though. There's an awful lot. Yeah, there's still these graphics glitches. It is really pushing my laptop absolutely to the top. And this is I know this is not me bragging either. It really is. I mean, this is a real top-notch laptop. Because of the channel, I bought well above beyond what I normally would have done, even for a gaming laptop. It really is like the best graphics card out there, as in like what all of the would have. And I've had absolutely no problems with it until FS25, where it's running at 96% and all that. And giants just seem to like I don't know what they're doing. It's just really heavy. And you can see the little tiny, as it's pushing it really to the top. And I've knocked my settings down. So what I'm saying is, at the beginning of FS25, it would cope with far more than this. It is getting to the point where I am worried about my graphics card. As in, I'm a techie, so I always tweaked and like looked at these type of settings and all the rest of it. That looks so weird in the actual. It does. It's still weird how you still get these things actually inside your tractor even now. Yeah, but yeah, it is sort of a little bit weird. But what really my point is not everyone has got this kind of caliber of machine And like, I'm wondering, well, what is everybody else doing? Because like, I'm sort of at the point where I'm gonna have to knock settings down and knock draw distances down and things like that, because that kind of like square blob is, it to me is, when I look at 96%, 97% like activity for that monstrous graphics card, I was saying to my wife, almost thinking I've got my proper gaming desktop. The only thing wrong with it that it really needs is a slightly better processor, because this is a Ryzen 9, which is the same as like an i9 processor. It's a beast. It's much better than the processor I've got on my desktop. I've got a really high-end graphics card on that, and I'm like thinking, I've got nowhere to go with this. It's as high as you get, and it still is to this day. I was thinking, is it time for me to get another laptop? And I looked at all of the top gamer, and I thought, they've all got the same graphics card as mine. This is the best graphics card, the most common graphics card for a high-end machine. So I'm like, I just don't get it. There's no mention of this type of stuff, and they're not bringing anything down, or else it would be bringing down like the things on my graphics card. So it really does worry me. I mean, I say I have got ways I can go with this, but it really is. But I'm well chuffed that we've actually got that done straight away. So yeah, the only thing I can really do now is bring down the quality of the graphics and like knock a few settings down. I mean, I did this in FS22. Clouds, I thought, I used to have them quite low, and I've taken off shadows, that the clouds, so that I'll never get shadows cut. And I thought, well, it's not the end of the world. But what I mean is, I've already dragged those type of things away. The next things are really where you draw distances. I don't really want the horrible circles like drawing into the middle of the field, but I think I've got no option. It's I've never known that you've got a high-end graphics card, but like you've got to like bring the settings down to like a low. What I'm saying is, the game's not right. It shouldn't be like this, and this is someone who knows what he's talking about. That, I mean, yeah, I am a geek. I'm proud of it. It is my job to know these things, but I've also been a gamer all my life. I know what I'm talking about where this type of thing is, and it really isn't good. It's this, and no one's saying anything about it at all. It's just not good at all. Just shift that off that field. It's not fair. Yeah, so I just don't know what to say. Yeah, it's, other than like knocking settings down even more, and I did the other day, knocked them down a few more, and it's like gone up again. It's just really bad. I've got invested in a better radiator cooler mat for it as well. So I mean, it's just, yeah, I don't know. It's just terrible. Right. Anyway, I just thought I'd say it's just not right. Right. Well, we are back on Oakbridge Farm, and we have done all of this on here. We've got out, did we do the straw? Yeah, we did. I remember doing it. We did. We've got the straw though. But this is our, obviously we invested a little bit of cash into this. It really is now a matter of going through the winter. It is simple as. We've prepared this field for next year. If we're going to go sunflowers, yeah, we've missed the boat for canola, so we've got to go sunflowers. If we're going to do use that production to its max, then yeah, that's what we're going to do. But this, we're just going to go through the winter. My favourite bit of like the year, when you've done all of your work and you've got that bit of a lull where you can like watch Netflix most of the back end. We've got no animals to worry about just yet, and I don't mean that I worry about, but what I mean is we've got no charges that we need to look after every day, so let's make the most of it, is all I'm going to say. So let's go through till the morning. Oh yeah, there is one thing I'd like to do. This I'm very pleased with. This is all me. Yeah, all me and Blender, really. Yeah. Yeah, I'm pleased as punch. I can't remember if I've actually got it in the right. I think I did. I think I put it in tools. I did. Yay, fantastic. I made it cheap as shits, and it's still 172. Yeah, this is going to move when the farm actually moves. But yeah, all my life. Oh, I think we need to do a little bit about that. That's not quite right. No, it's not. That's definitely true. Yeah, more magic the ground. Yeah, I'm gonna say I need to still tweak a little. The last bit I did was made those level with the ground, but then I don't know what happened there. Why it's so... But I'm really pleased with that. Again, obviously, yeah, it's... I thought I'd got it right, actually, to be honest. I thought unveiling, but let's just going to have a look close to it. Yeah, I'm really pleased with this. This was also with the help of Gemini. Yeah, Google's AI, so shout out for Gemini. Yeah, after a few attempts... Oh, it's still not quite gone. Oh, my... What is that? Hang on a minute. We like... Is that like rising with the ground level? Shouldn't be doing that. Okay, that's... Please tell me it's not. No, it's not. It just was... Yeah, I need to lower it a bit more then. Yeah, obviously it's yeah, not bad, actually. I'm quite pleased with that. Eliakim's farm. Yeah, it's... If you look closely, there's like no... Not quite got the sides touching that. There's invisible wires holding it together, but... yeah, I'm quite pleased. From either side, it looks quite nice. Oh, it is rising as well. No, I just didn't quite get it right. It's weird how when you're a little bit further back, how... Yeah, I'm sure that's now going to... Yeah, it is, but wow. Okay, so I need to tweak it a little bit. It definitely needs to be brought down to terra firma a little bit better. But right, that is that. Just well happy with that. It, yeah, oh no, it took quite a while to actually get that. Yeah, it did actually. It was quite a nice feeling to actually do something from scratch, from the ground up, where you did it all yourself. I mean, don't get me wrong. Yeah, Lambo, BD, SSB, and Farmer Bob have an awful lot. Yeah, a massive shout out to them for helping me to like learn what I've learned so far. I'm very, very, very pleased with what they've actually done. So let's go through till the morning. Now that we've actually done that. And we should keep our eye on the sales. And yeah, I think probably field 11 may be the one that we go for next, I think. Not bad, I'm quite pleased with. I've been... Obviously, the free field that Oxygen David has given us, that's... oh, that's... I didn't mean... Oh, another one? This is what I'm saying. How many of the... Oh, mind you, no, that was the one we had already. So we'll buy that one first. We did also, I did realise that we missed the, what options have we got on? Well, I've got to pay for the colour that's already on there. That seems a little bit... Yes, go on then. It looks like we've got to pay for, like, paints already. That seems a little bit naughty, but... Right, lights. Now then, yeah, I'm going to say I normally do this with that. Yeah. Weird. So I'm always so terrible at, like, at the weekends. Especially the big... I was going to say, I'm sure I've got the right ones. Yeah, you sort of go on instinct rather than your normal sort of things. This has only just come into the game. Again, as is usually the case, when something new comes into the game, it's invariably in the sales quite quickly. Which in this particular instance, I'm quite happy with. Ooh, now that's the kind of thing that you really do want to actually get by. Okay, it looks like we've got to spend that for options as well. We don't need any tractors, do we, to be honest? Oxygen David's kindness has really meant that we're in a very good position. It's a shame because it is a very nice tractor. I do love it. It's amazing. I've always liked the Deutzers and I've been a massive fan of the but they're always... The price points always seem to be a tractor that never's cheap. I've bought one a couple of times recently, an FS25, that actually is actually better. So that I am quite pleased with. Yeah, I've actually been able to afford it. We'll buy that one. Those are the two. Yeah, we've got one of those others already. So we will just... Yeah, we should stick your lights on as well. Leave them on for the winter. Yeah, I knew it. I knew it. Second time every single time. Well, not every single time. Occasionally, It does actually do it. I just don't know what it is, why it actually does that. Now, of course, the other thing is we're going to have a shed load of honey to actually sell at some point. Yep, absolutely yes. Could actually look at that right now. Not with that button, we can't. Yeah, time saving stock check. Honey. Nearly 10,000's worth again. That's amazing. No, yeah, still haven't altered that hay, have I? I meant to do it, but got to be honest, I just wanted to finish the sign off, and I wasn't going to come on. I thought, I was going to say Calms, and then you've got Oakbridge Farm. You could like do that. I should be on Riverview, but I'm going to be on that over the weekend. So I thought I could cope with this. I can cope with this. It's nice, steady pace. All we got to do is go through the winter. So that's what we're going to do. Yeah, I've not got to rip 1,000. I've had some big, yeah, I mean, Rizu Forest, we had a monster session. Last session was a humongous one, a massive field of potatoes and a large field of carrots as well. But again, going through the winter is the next session for that too. And that one really should set us in good stead. Oh, somebody sold it straight back. Oh, the mega roll. We've already got a roller, but that is a beaut. It is. If it was a little bit cheaper, there's a yeah. Let's have a. Do we need a? We haven't got one, have we? We could. Yeah. The one thing I love about this is the fact that you can obviously buy, and then you'll literally buy something like that, and it's you sort of paid for it with like what you've done. So you might make 30,000, and then you can like buy your telehandler, and really your buying and selling is what enabled you to actually do it. So yeah, and the mega roll, it would be good because there are some monster fields on this map. But yeah, we have to move that out of the way. We're gonna like crush it like a bug. Yeah, it is. I do like it. There's been a lot of Let's Plays where we're basically, now I've sort of made this a proper part of Farm Simulator, which it is. And now I'm actually accepting that, and just like, again, I'm playing by a set of rules that if it's too small, I don't want to be wasting anybody's time by like getting every little thing, because it's just, yeah. Do we? Where's that? 6 minute cultivar. It's a very good price. I think we will treat ourselves. I do. Which is going to knock us almost back to where we were at the beginning. But we've got a telehandler. And it's as simple as that. So, fantastic. Right, let's go through to... Oh, beautiful. I do love that. It's amazing. It's the Fent, isn't it? It was the Fent version. Hasn't that got one of the rising things like the Cenebogan? I believe. I'm not sure. I might be wrong. It wouldn't be the first time. Right. Oh, it's a little bit nice. And oh, some nice tick-ups. Yeah, again, I suppose you'd expect wind to be in Britain to be like that. Oh, talking of the Cenebogan. Oh, the Homer. Wow. Now that's what I'm saying. You sometimes can be really lucky if you get some of the big items like that. I mean, that's going to make us a pretty penny. Could do with another trailer, really. So we may well. Do we sell? I mean, to be honest, you can still sell your items a couple of months later and you don't really lose much. But if that fence does do the rising cab, we'll have a quick look. Then we might have a go. Otherwise, I'll like yeah. Right. Okay. So then let's have a look. Have you got a rising cab? Same as a Cenebogan. Not that it's like. Let's have a look. Oh, it has. Right. Okay. We're keeping this then. No point in like. I might never ever use it at all, but why not? So we'll literally grab the Cenebogan, and we will sell that. So we're in January. We also need to be looking at like what fields we're buying. I always find that the best months to buy are just before the sowing actually happens, because that's when everyone decides what they're planning. I mean, yeah, if we look already, it's about now is probably the right time to sort of look at field prices. Of course, that means it's going to be a couple of months where you might need to load. Yeah, see, they're all empty. Field 11. 645. I don't think we're going to get up to that amount. We'd have to like get like 10 massive monster things, wouldn't we, really, to actually do that? I'd like to, because it's a long way. I mean, we could, if we go field 11, we could go as far as 10, because you can go just through that little road there. Do we own that little grass field? I can't remember if you do. Yeah, Oxygen David's been very generous with... No, it comes with field 10. You do get that. That's quite a large area, that is, actually. So that's... Well, that it is only just that of our price range, strangely enough. And we could almost do that. Yeah, it is an awful long way, isn't it? I'm trying to think. Is it? It is. I mean, I'm not being nasty, but really, that could be the farmyard. Let's just go visit. I would love to have these brainstorming sort of sessions where I chat to you, even if we had to take a bit of a loan now. It's not necessarily a bad thing. If we get that down here, we could sort of move a little. Possibly have the animals on that bit, and again have a bit of the team over there. But yeah, it's a bit uneven. It is, but you could go down the bottom, really. I don't know, what could we do at the top? I suppose the crest of the hill's not too terrible. You could actually do a lot if there are any... It's not a bad idea. It's not perfect. I mean, yeah, it's also... It levels up down there a little. In the middle of this hill is a total waste of time, because obviously it's just too hilly, unless we got the bulldozers in. But here, from about here onwards, it's not too terrible. I think we only own... No, I think we own... Although, I think you forget about that. I think up to here is about right. So if you look... Yeah, where we are now. We actually own that already, but this one we would own if we bought the field. So yeah, it is right up to that. You can see the actual brick wall running all along there. So I am a bit tempted. I think that's actually got things in it, hasn't it, that's growing. Yeah, it has. Canola. It's not a bad thing. We said we'd miss canola, but we could actually... We've stripped our field 9. We could actually sell it and buy field 10. We're not moving. I do love being near the shop, but I've got to look at the good points to that. Field 11, we'd be losing a lot of the fields to make the farmyard, or we could lose a chunk of that. We might come back up here, but what I'm saying is for now, I think we'll do it. But I think we'll sell that. I don't think we can afford the 2. Fantastic. Now that's going to mean we've got quite a lot of cash. Fantastic. Now then, let's have a look at... I didn't really expect it to do this, but it's weird. As I said, I love this when you brainstorm a little bit, because you sort of mind will go... I've always been one of those people who... Is that weed? This is that weed. Oh my... Oh, it is as well. Fully fertilizer. You can't have it always. Did we buy a weeder? We did. We bought the sprayer, didn't we? We could quickly go grab the fence and, like, grab that and set that going, I think. Yeah. It's beginning to take shape. It is. Yeah, we don't really need this in front loader configuration now. Unless it was going to be the one that we did actually keep down this end for, you know, like looking after the animals when we get the animals. So it's beginning to take shape. We've actually... through no thing of our own, got 233,278 left. We bought our field. We can go through the rest of the winter now. But as I said, I just think it's sensible that we actually we will have filled the road, and that much I do know. Yeah, I'm quite sure we're gonna have to like wade through a shed load of honey, which is not a bad place to be, really. Yeah. Wow, that's amazing. Oh, I love the snow effect on the... that is really very cool. Does not expect... Doesn't... I don't... yeah, it would, Oxygen David is a grandmaster, as I often say. Let's just drop that. Oh, I thought you'd fix this. I mean, like we're pushing the knuckles into the ground. Oh, I thought they'd fixed it. Oh. Okay. Oh, wow, that is so annoying. Right, okay, well, I'm going to have to... Being as it's a... Yeah. Oh. That's not at all what I meant to do. Come outside the game. Apologies. That's what I meant to do. Right, let's just reset the fence. Not that we should be able to do this, but like it is what it is. So if we reset you, you'll let go of your loader. And then we'll reset that. Because in no way, shape or form was I expecting to do that. Still got its arrows on. We'll set this going. Take that up to there. I'm glad we are. Yeah, I'm glad that we've got not using that anymore. But I mean, we may have to later. So let's grab this. It has got arrows on anyway. But yeah, I wasn't so much for like just going through the winter and not doing any work. But sometimes you just got to do these things, haven't you? Really. Now then, we could probably just about make it. We've got arrows on anyway, but I'm going to still. I don't want to play it badly. I love that. That is a absolutely really cool feature that Oxygen David has done. Amazing. Oh, didn't need to do that at all. Apologise. Yeah, I'm going to have a go at this. Again, it's sometimes I'm a terror for like not giving myself enough time to like finish a mod off. I'll knock one together, and it's always the finishing touches. Right, while we're here as well, I'm going to want to knock that hill down a bit because it's causing issues a little bit. So let's just soften this bit here. Yeah, because it is causing issues when you do everything, so let's just... While we can, because softens not damaging, is it really? Right, hopefully that'll make a difference, because yeah, it's the grass is not cut in there, and obviously I would imagine the harvester will be the same. We still need the harvester, still looking out for one. But obviously we've now sort of like committed to the field, but we've still got enough cash. So yeah, it is like my number one thing that I'd like to sort of like go for. I'm going to have a few grand off the honey, not quite the enough to buy a harvester like, but yeah, we should have a shed load of hay as well. I really did mean, but again, as I said, it's only so much anyone can do. Like full-time job takes a lot out of you. By the time I get to the end of the week at my age, yeah, I'm pounded into the ground. We'll courseplay, I think. Then we shall go. Now it's July. I think it's June, July that we need to be looking out for the soybeans, because that is going to bring in quite a pretty amount of cash, really. Well, that really was the main profit from this year. So yeah, I also want to check the gate out on this field. I think it always was toward this top end of the field anyway. This used to be a grass. Actually, no, it was roughly where it is. I don't think Oxygen David's played around with that. I think that... Ooh. Okay. We'll come out your way. You look like you not have any intention of slowing down for anybody else. One of those aggressive drivers. Oh, my life. Two of those aggressive drivers. But, you know, we're only working, you know. Oh, you don't have to face some things, don't you, on Farming Simulator? I suppose we could also, like, because I don't think the to buy that, the cow place, is that expensive? Let's indicate. Oh, that's lights. Did that actually... Oh, it did. You can't see them, can you? It's obviously some are really good lights and some are not so good. Right, so this is our field, field 10. Set this going. Fields 10, create a new folder. It is amazing. Even this has changed a little bit. I mean, for the best. Always used to have to activate before. So, fieldwork settings. We don't want any. I should say I might get away with 2, but I don't want any round corners. I really don't like. It's weird. I love round corners, but not that kind of round corners. It's weird. Why is that? Let's try that again. Yeah, I was sort of not trying to show this, but I thought, well, you otherwise you're forever like stopping and starting the. I think it's 21 meters. Sure it is. Right, so then first, and we don't want to see anything. In fact, we're going to leave you to it. So, yeah. Right, smashing. So that should get rid of that blanket weed that's everywhere. We don't. Yeah, we're a long way off harvest, so we really. Right, let's carry on. 232,000. Did we buy everything from the shop? Oh, we were going to buy that, weren't we? I will have it however it is. Wow. Do we? I think we will. That's quite reasonable. I'm not bothered about the cover. Yeah, 19,000. Go on then. I think everyone needs more than a couple, more than one. We sort of, yeah. So let's go through till tomorrow morning. Yeah, we're missing, obviously, making the hay. I will sort that out, though. It'll do it in one session like it should have done anyway, so I'm not worried. We're not waiting for it, per se. It's just, it is really painful. I haven't really not... Yeah, I just literally put the recipe in, thinking that it was okay, but it really wasn't very good at all. Ooh, wow. It's a bit... Oh, a bread all. I don't think we've actually got one, have we? No, we're just literally going to sell you. But I think we may well have that bread all. I'm just thinking, I don't think we did we? Did we buy a... That's another thing that is on my radar again, and that's... I fell in love with the... I think it's a Razek, a little tiny thing. I'm going to like make one of those. Another beautiful one came into the game earlier, which was like a 27-meter spread, really reasonable. 13,000 for a 2-tonner. That was quite amazing. So, right, let's get that. So we're... I was going to say we're down, our money's down a lot. Well, it will be. You've just invested half of it in a Gregoire. Yeah, I don't know that I can pronounce it. Yeah, I was looking earlier at English, well, British, actually, because it's the McHale company, unlike any manufacturers in Great Britain. Now, that is a very good price for that, to be honest. We will buy that too, and, yeah, it was still 3,500. Or 5 grand, depending on how much you get for it. It's mainly 10%, but you can sometimes get 50. Now there's still a bit of fuzziness around that. And I think I've got this on like as high res as you can go. At the minute, as I said, I might have to adjust it, but at so fantastic. So do we buy both of those? I know we've not got grass at the minute, but that doesn't mean... Well, we have sort of. Let's just remind myself, actually, what equipment we have actually got. We've got the Duet, haven't we? It's a very nice mower. Is the duet worth anything? Do we part exit? Still worth 35,000. I think we will. I know it's a bit more effort. We've got to like go grab it, but I just think. Oh, I'm trying to zoom in on that field, which I don't think you can do that somehow. Right, let's grab that. Grab the duet. Don't mind like ducking and diving a little bit, even if it means So don't. It's nice sometimes to have two sets or something, but to be honest, sometimes it'll just upgrade if your equipment's still worse. And let's face it, we've had like use from us. Be careful. Where we kill. Yeah, I noticed I've not quite done the edge of this field terribly well. Yeah, missed quite a bit for some reason. I don't know what I was. Mind you, I suppose. Yeah, no, it's following a course, play course most of the time. Oh, why is that not attaching? Well, obviously we're going to get 10% more at the shop. Is it 10 or 15%? So should be about 38, 39,000-ish, which when you consider that's 30,000, we're actually almost afforded a new front mower as well. So that's not bad. Yeah, there was, is it HKL or something like that? I don't think I've actually put it in, but it's a really nice thing, but we will buy the bread oil, definitely. I do love the bread oil. I didn't used to. I was not a massive fan of the bread oil for a long time, but it's fertilising, still quite amazing. So, sell you 39,000. I mean, come on. Amazing. Let's grab that then. And we'll keep it small for now. Yeah, we'll keep that off for now. We'll just buy it as is. And we will definitely buy the Samas, otherwise we are mowerless. Even though at the minute, as I say, we have not got a grass field, but we have got. It's obviously we did that. We did have a grass field. We've converted it for now. But this is the thing I always do. I think, oh, let's buy a front mower, but you don't know that it's unlikely, but you don't know that you're not going to get one in the sale. So it's always sensible not to. So down to 263, we've done a bit of ducking and diving, but we have got 3 items for it, and we bought a field. We had 233, so we bought those 3 items, and so what are we going to do? Because we don't need to, we've sold our field. We've got a field of wheat, a field of canola. We have, spraying right now. And we will have a look at how our work is doing. Oh, my life, yeah. Well, it doesn't matter. I mean, we've got, obviously I'll leave this and I've got my catch up, but it's amazing when I do the catch up stage at the end and you're like talking for 10 minutes. It's quite amazing. They'll just all of a sudden finish. And to be honest, they're slow around the edge. It's the ups and the downs of the bit. Yeah, they don't half faff around. I'd probably have half of that done now if it was me. But I think that's it all. The fertilising. Does it need ploughing? Let's knock that off. Knock that off. No, it doesn't. So it's full yield. Once that weed's gone, that is a nice amount. That's going to make quite a lot of diesel for us. So that is quite amazing. Let's go through to the morning. Let's have a look also. Just want to check the honey. Yeah, it's going up. I think I would say that's probably running out of space soon. Well, the hay is still getting up there, even though it's terrible. I mean, yeah, I think we've probably... In fact, no, I was on the right screen then. Let's have a look. Self-sufficiency. We have, it's very slow taking little tiny pieces off that, isn't it, really? Good job we switched the silage off, or it would have done it in a month. So, yeah, hay is going up very slowly. Silage is doing terribly well. We've obviously got a shed load of straw in there, so we can make some TMR. But also, our main purpose is I think it's the... Yeah, can we actually do that? No, not the lime from stone. The mineral feeds. It's the wheat. We need the wheat, don't we? We said we're going to buy the stones, and obviously the wheat, our wheat field is what is going to do that. And then obviously now that we've got canola, we can actually do our biodiesel. Yeah, we also need a bit of mineral feed for this. So mineral feed, strangely enough, is quite a lot of an underpinner of quite a few of these recipes. So yeah, we do need to keep hold of some of that, otherwise we're not going to get everything done. So let's go through till March. I'm trying to think. Yeah, well, actually, to be honest, there's not very much we can do apart from go straight through till, I think, wheats first. We could just literally go through to that, because with the one job we've got to do is the one job we're actually doing. So some nice tick-ups over the winter. Oh, that's a 24 metre. Got a sprayer though. Fantastic. And I think we will just sell that. It is very nice. You can preemptively use it, but I think we will. We've got a sprayer, so you don't really need both, do you? Thinking about it. Let's not run this gentleman over. Yeah, if we don't get that, I really would like to use the slurry tanker. I do realise I missed a trick with the Samson as well. I was like, oh, you Wally, it was such a good price. That was, I thought, oh, I'll save it to the end of the session. We can actually have a look and see if we're going to make, like use of that. And then, of course, it's the one thing that had gone. And I thought, oh, brilliant. You could have really done with that. You could have put that on the front and we could have actually... You live and learn, don't you? Hopefully. Yeah, true. It is true. I was thinking about the end of the session where we do the catch-ups bit, and I thought, well, I'm trying to do as much in the catch-up section as possible, like the interesting stuff like selling and all that type of stuff, and like doing things like putting a silo down and stuff like that. But that just goes to prove that everything's got to be done in its own time when you should do it, not... Yeah, it's a game and you've got to play the game to, like, do the best. So, March. So, really, it is true. We can actually, yeah, just go through. There's nothing stopping us. Now, when is the honey worth its most? I think it is March. Oh, it is March. It is this very month. Is it worth more right now? It is. So I think we're going to stop it here. I will. So we're up to 288,005. We have done very well over the winter. We don't really need to worry about that mower yet. So we will buy the front Samaz when we need to. We've obviously got the Bredel as well, and that other trailer, as well as this beautiful fence. That's the one thing. Yes, we've got a telehandler weight, but it's not a telehandler weight as I know it. It's the front weight that you can stick on that. That's not my... Yeah, I'm really hoping DD Mod Passion does his pack, because, yeah, and yeah, I'm surprised the CSF pack is also... Yeah, we've not actually got that. So we need front loader tools, and we want... I've gone the wrong way. Yep. And then we want the telehandler tool, the adapter. It's quick now because I sort of know what I'm doing. I always go for the... Oh, did I actually get that? I don't know that I did. I don't know how to press the button. Oh, I did. I did. Yeah, yeah, I'm really looking forward to repair, don't sell, please. I'd be gutted. I've done that with one really good piece of equipment on Rizu Forest. Oh, I was gutted because you get into the habit of pressing the button because you've been doing it all winter. Oh, it's beautiful. No, I don't think I've had this so far. Oh. Okay, that didn't quite work how I planned. Fantastic. Excellent. So that's ready for action. All repaired. So that's fantastic. So yeah, I'm quite pleased. Oh, let's repair that while it's got that on. And we'll get the bread all invested in that. So it's nearly 300,000, and we've like been benefiting the farm. I mean, yeah, even the telehandler alone is, well, very, very happy about that. Now, does that actually come with the... I think the Samaz actually comes with it. I don't think you can turn it on or off. I mean, it just is there. There isn't... Yeah, so we got that for 30,000. I think it's 70 grand normally. So that is really... I mean, you could almost get just the normal ones for that. Of course, it does require quite a lot of horses under the bonnet, which I think that's fairly obvious, really. Let's just stick that there for now. And I think that is where we're going to leave it. Yeah, it is. So all that remains... Yeah, you can see, look at the Bredall. It really is quite fuzzy graphics. For saying whatever Giants is doing is, like, really punching, like, graphics cards. The graphics, the meshes are still a bit weird. Yeah, sometimes sort of quite low grade. And then other times they're nice and punchy, and you can still see the little tiny bits of pixelation. I still don't know if it's... Again, I just have a quick look. You'll just lose the background sound. Just have a look at the task manager and just see what is my graphics card running. And it's really not doing a lot at the minute. Now again, so this is... It's running at 75%. So that actually is... There's nothing... Yeah, there's very little... going on anything at the... So it's just coping quite nicely with how things are at the minute. Let's just go and see how the fence is doing. Oh, excellent. Yeah, right. We'll leave it at that. Yeah, so all that remains to be said is thank you very much for watching. Truly do hope you're going to stick with me on this journey. And I'm going to say goodbye for now.